Creepiest things in Brookhaven Roblox. Hello, lovely YouTube family. Welcome back to the video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the updated terms of service on the Roblox platform and how it's being received at the user's end. Before we start, I'd like you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. For most of its earlier phase, Roblox was not much of a well-known or popular entity. In fact, Roblox began to fail rapidly in the second half of the 2010s, and this improvement has simply been accelerated to an enormous degree by the COVID pandemic. Roblox allows players to make their own games using its exclusive mode Roblox Studio, which would then have the option to be played by other users. Games are coded under an item-situated programming system utilizing a vernacular of the programming language Lua to control the environment of the game. Users can make accessible substance through one-time purchases, known as game passes, two as microtransactions which can be purchased at least a couple of times, known as creator things or things. Pay from purchases is separated between the architect and the Roblox Corp in the ratio 30:70. For Roblox Corp, most games made using Roblox Studio are made by miners, and an amount of 20 million games a year are built using it. Actually, the Roblox platform has north of 170 million a month to dynamic users, and most of the populace are kids who are younger than 16, essentially in the US. Brookhaven is a role-playing game made by Wolfpack and Aiden Lee Wolf that permits players to roleplay in an enormous city. Players can likewise utilize the in-game cash, Robux, to purchase houses, vehicles, and an assortment of different items in the game. This game is permitted to play and is essentially as old as a notable game, Bloxburg. You can continue to find the town of Brookhaven, where you can even accept a child or plan your image while meeting new colleagues simultaneously. You can even buy a house, light it up, and buy a vehicle while you live in the domain of Brookhaven. Brookhaven additionally has an assortment of areas, including a childcare, a congregation, a school, among others. The game additionally permits players to choose from an assortment of exquisite houses and vehicles, each with plenty of adaptable choices. The game is basically famous among youthful people. There are various secret areas and Easter eggs dissipated all throughout the map. Brookhaven is a town in the American province of New York. Brookhaven is additionally a city in the US territory of Georgia. The game's adaptation is habitually reprimanded by players. Some players, despite this, is on the grounds that it's an area of interest for online dating. Brookhaven has gotten analysis for its modest building style when contrasted with other Roblox games. Some players loathe the game since they accept that it's overrated. Owners of premium game passes have chastised the engineers for neglecting to add the new premium as it were content to the game. Indeed, even the maker Wolfpack has gotten a reaction for the predictable pattern of refreshing Brookhaven one day after Embrace Me delivers an update. Nonetheless, notwithstanding all the criticism, Brookhaven is among the most played Roblox games ever and has broken many records in such manner. It's quite possibly the most well-known game because of its sheer adaptable ongoing interaction, which allows you to pick anything that you desire to be and anything you desire to do in the Brookhaven world. In October of 2020, the game had roughly 200,000 players online simultaneously. It broke that record in December of 2020 with roughly 550,000 players on the web, and again in January of 2021 with 650,000 players internet, outperforming even Embrace Me, a game known for its particular steady #1 positioning in web page frame. It broke that record again in February of 2021 with 720,000 players on the web, again in WOC 2021 with 755,000 players on the web, and again in April of 2021 with 843,000 players on the web. It's the most famous game on the Roblox first page as of February 2021 with a normal of 500,000 players each day. While the game is extremely popular, some users have at times also pointed out the creepy nature and events that they have encountered while playing the game. One popular streamer once spotted what appeared to be a possible glitch, but scary and weird one at that. After entering into the game, as she went further by the pool slide, she could see a tiny blue bubble on one of the buildings, which is highly unexplainable. The bubble was the color of water and appeared as if some of the water from the pool had gotten over the rooftop of one of the buildings. The weirdest part though was that as soon as she went even a little bit farther from where she could initially spot the bubble, it disappeared. This was kind of spooky and creepy at the same time. One other YouTube streamer also claimed to hear weird sounds in his Brookhaven home. He heard the creepy sound like the creaking and something's going on in his house and said that wasn't new though. He said he had hauntings where he heard a kid running through the hallways and like handprints showing up on the windows, claiming that this was normal stuff to him. He said that he might actually be living with a ghost on Brookhaven and was every time he went to wash his hands and looked in the mirror, it creeped him out. However, he could not catch the ghost, and because every time he looked at himself in the mirror and all of a sudden he saw something behind him in the mirror. Other users have also complained of creepy stuff in the game, like spotting a possessed doll or seeing the daylight fade away instantly and having it turn to a spooky affair. Well, it remains to be seen how the game still remains popular among players despite the creepy things in it. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss any amazing video from us.